You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett show produced by Audrey Bell-Kearney. Catch a new episode Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Now on to the show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all my friends around the world. Happy New Year, baby. It's 2026. We made it to the new year, and I'm so excited about that. It's been a minute. I know I've been MIA. I've been missing in action. I have been so busy with so many things, just a lot going on and just busy, but I'm glad to be back. And this year I promise we're going to be bigger and better than we were before. I'm excited about that. I'm taking the show in a new direction. I've been trying to go in this direction for a while, but here's the thing. I had a lack of clarity. I've always struggled with what I like to do the most about this show and what I felt like I should be doing. And I had to have a real come to Jesus moment about, okay, Audrey, what are you going to be consistent with? I've done to date probably almost 1,300 episodes. So I'm going to give my own self a shout out for that, because that's not, listen, matter of fact, I'm going to give my own self some claps. Let me clap for that. I clap for myself, y'all. I clap for myself. 1,200 episodes, probably 13 at this point. That's a lot of talking I've been doing over the last, let me see, what is this? 2018. 8 years. This is my 8th year. So I'm excited about December the 18th will be my 8th year. I can't even believe it's been 8 years already. But I'm excited about where the show is going. I just want to give you a update about where we are, where we're going, and what it's all about. Today is actually the relaunch. I'm calling this a relaunch episode because I think I've been gone probably 2 or 3 months, and not that I did not want to do the show. I really wanted to make sure that I was doing a show that was going to be beneficial, one that was going to be impactful, informative, inspiring, educational, all of the good things, all of the things. I wanted it to be all of the things. And I wanted people to walk away from the show and feel like, man, I needed that. And I needed to get clear for myself about what that looked like. And so I'm glad that you're here. I know that I've been away, but I'm glad you're here. So let's talk about what the show is going to be and what it's not going to be. So I will continue to do the show Monday through Thursday, audio. So Monday through Thursday, I drop a new episode, audio only. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing a live episode, sometimes recorded, depending on what I got to do, for instance, this Friday is our business over breakfast, and so that's probably going to be a recorded episode, but mostly live episodes on Friday, where I walk you through something about your business, whether it be in AI, whether it be in content creation, whether it be a new tool, because I feel like a lot of people are just falling behind. Especially when it comes to like technology, they're falling behind, and even though they don't understand right now how far behind they're falling, because they feel like AI is everywhere, and I know how to use ChatGPT to make an image, or I know how to use ChatGPT to write an article. So much more. It's so much more. And I also want to do stuff where I show founders how to become founders. Like, I want to show you how to use tools, and I got a lot of things planned for that. But I wasn't stuck. I was really trying to think it through. Like, what do I want Good Morning Gwinnett to be? I'm going into my 8th year. God, I can't believe it's been 8 years. I'm going into my 8th year, and I want to make sure that what I'm talking about resonate with people, that it's helping people. And I know one of the things I focus a lot on, because I talk a lot about AI. I talk a lot about content creation, and people think of a podcast, they just think, oh, it's a podcast. No, it's media. It's syndicated media, to be exact. So we're going to talk more about why you should have these tools working for you when you're not working. Like, this podcast has almost 1,300 episodes. At this point, I'm thinking it's probably 13. When I'm not doing a podcast, there are 13 instances of me out there talking to somebody about something. Here's the funny thing. I didn't do a show for probably 2 or 3 months, and every week I got a report what my podcast was doing. Some weeks it was in the red, some weeks it was in the green. Remember now, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything for 2 or 3 months. People were still listening to the podcast somewhere in the world. And if I go look at my stats, I can see exactly where they were looking from. So here's the thing. I had an opportunity to put my message out there and let people hear what I had to say. So that's exciting. That's really exciting. I need people to understand why that's important. So I'm going to talk a lot about content creation, specifically podcasting and video. Now, I have not been so diligent with video creation. Podcasting, yes, I've been doing it a long time. Video, not so much. But this year, I'm challenging myself. And listen, join the challenge with me. I'm challenging myself to make one video every single week for the next 52 weeks. I will drop a new video every single week for the next 52 weeks. I'm going to drop a new video every single week for the next 52 weeks on Friday. Friday at 10 o'clock. And I'm putting this out there. This is a challenge for me. So I'm challenging you to join me. I'm inviting you to join me. Do the same thing. Let's get it and talk about it, right? I had to change my mission statement because I was like, okay, what do I want Good Morning Gwinnett to be? So here's what I do. I have local founders avoid falling behind by using AI media to turn what they already know into money. I know so many things, y'all. Let me tell you what I've done. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I want you to understand this. All summer long, like summer right up until like December, I was publishing books for people. I published so many books for people. It was my husband asked me just the other night, "You not publishing a book this month?" And I was like, "Nah." But all summer from May to December, I was publishing books. Somebody told somebody that I published a book, and that person told somebody, and that person told somebody. I was making money from what I know how to do. And it sustained me through the summer. It was crazy. That's why I was kind of not doing the show because I was so busy pumping out books for people. Why is that important? I started publishing self-publishing books in 1998. I wasn't even using that as a business. Somebody just heard about it. It was like, well, can you do mine? Can you do mine? Can you do mine? Yeah, I can do yours. So I did that. So you already have what you need to make money. Now I'm going to show you how to turn it into money. I published a children's book for the first time for myself. I published one for a client, but then I was like, wait, I have never published a children's book for myself. So I published a Christmas children's book for myself, which was just amazing. I thought that was so fantastic. And then I turned around and published a mystery book. I'm so souped about that. Like, so, but I know how to do this. So now I could do this for myself. I did it for my clients all summer. And then in December, was it December? Yeah, I think December, I published the children's book and the mystery book at the same time, like a week apart. I'm excited because this is what I'm going to be sharing with you on how to do these things. You already know stuff, right? You just need to know how to take it and turn it into income for yourself. That's the mission. That's it. That's the mission. I ain't trying to hype nobody up. I'm really not trying to persuade anybody. I just don't want you to get left behind. And some people are going to listen to the show and they're going to say, okay, Audrey, I get it. I'm with you. I'm following. Follow along. I talk a lot about the stuff that I know about, and it's free. Like, to follow this podcast, to subscribe to this podcast is absolutely free. And I'm going to be breaking down things that's going to help you grow locally. Here's the other thing. Everybody feels like they need to be national. I live in a community with over 1 million people. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's like that. Everybody does not have a community that large. We are the second largest county in the state of Georgia with over 1 million people. So I don't really have to leave my community for real. Hence, Good Morning Gwinnett. However, I want to talk to all of you around the world, especially over in Vietnam, where I look at my stats and like, people in Vietnam be digging this show. And I appreciate y'all. It's always on the top of the list. Why? I have no idea, but I do appreciate you listening. So thank you. One day I hope to meet everybody. Perfect. We'll get a chance to all connect once again and not be afraid to fly and go places. So that's it. I'm not talking height. I'm not talking trends. I'm not chasing algorithms. Let me tell you, because I have a news site. I have a news site with just as many pages of content as I had podcast episodes. Matter of fact, I want to say I have about 1900 pages of content on my site. How do I know that? Because I had to do an audit of the site over the weekend. I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea I had that much content on the site. But here's the thing, I was chasing algorithms. I'm not doing that. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm going to tell you what you should be doing. I'm going to suggest to you what you could be doing to help you move your business forward, especially in a local economy. All right. This show to me exists because I want to help real people right here in my community, but also people that I've met around the world. Like, I've met people. There are people that listen to the show and they say, I've had consultations because people listen to the show in other states, other countries. That's important to me. That's really important. I want you to figure out how to stay relevant. I want you to be confident about what you do. I want you to share what you do. All of this stuff. All of the things. That's a new phrase. All of the things. And I'm going to share. Sometimes you're gonna hear real life instances on here what's going on. Like right now, my granddaughter's birthday is in a few weeks, right? Guess what I'm gonna do? As a gift, I'm gonna create a book. I'm gonna get the book printed. It's gonna be about her. She's gonna be the main characters. I'm gonna take it to the birthday party, and I'm gonna give it out as a birthday favor. Now, what is that probably gonna do? That's probably gonna get other parents say, "I want one for my kid." And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the book with their kids' name and all about their party, all that good stuff. That's marketing. But that's something that my granddaughter can have forever. And here's the thing, this is a primer for her. I'm going to have her sign her name in all of the books at her party. So she's going to have her first book signing. I think outside of the box. I'm going to take what I know and I'm going to share what I'm sharing with you. So I'm going to create a book for my granddaughter's birthday. She's turning 7. I'm going to give it away as favors. We're going to let her do a book signing at the jump park, which is really cool. She's going to do a book signing at the jump park, and that's going to be her first book signing at her 7th birthday. And guess what? All the other parents are going to say, "Oh my God, that is so cute." Yes, and she'll be there debuting her first book. That's thinking outside of the box, but that's also great marketing for me. And that's how you have to start to think. You got, because it's a lot of noise. It is so much noise on the internet right now. I had realized another thing. I realized I had to come off the internet. Like, I'm not leaving, but I definitely have to come off and do other things. I definitely have to do that. So I'll be talking a little bit about my life, my everyday life, and what I'm going through, what's happening, along with like how to manage all this. I'm president of the chamber, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. So I have to I teach AI classes, because I need to make sure that the members of the chamber understand how to literally use AI. So I've launched a AI University. So check that out, AIUniversity.college. Check it out. All right, check that out. I'm gonna go play a commercial because I gotta pay some bills. I'm gonna play a commercial, and then I'm coming right back after this commercial, and I'm gonna continue what I have to say. All right, stay tuned.
This episode of Good Morning Gwinnett is fueled by coffeethatdoesmore.com, because your morning cup should do more than just wake you up. Discover the Coffee That Does More trio, 3 blends, 3 ways to power your day. Love Cafe, for a better mood and calmer mornings. Fire Thermo Cafe, to kickstart your metabolism and keep your energy steady. Neuro Cafe, to sharpen your focus and boost creativity. Each sip is crafted to help you think clearer, move faster, and feel amazing, all while enjoying rich, delicious coffee. Ready to start your mornings with purpose? Visit coffeethatdoesmore.com and grab your trio at our special launch price while it lasts. Because when your coffee does more, so can you.
See, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is your girl, Audrey Bell-Kearney. This is the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Now, you heard that? That was a part of what I'm talking about. You got to be creative. That is an affiliate program that I'm with. So I'm running that ad inside of my show. Why? Because that's a stream of income. We're gonna talk about all of these things. Listen. I'm not gatekeeping on anything. This is your year. 2026 is your year. Why? Because we're claiming it. 2026 is your year. Why? Because you believe it is. 2026 is your year. Why? Because you already know enough to make enough. Oh my goodness. Hello. You already know enough to make enough. Listen, you know enough to be making what you want. You just need clarity. You just need structure. So I invite you to tune in Monday through Thursday to this show, and then on Fridays the video show. And when I'm live, it'll go live. So you're gonna have to go to subscribe to the channel so you could, and I'll drop the link so you can subscribe to the video and watch the show. So Monday through Thursdays, you'll hear audio episode that's going to give you clarity, give you things to think about, like this. Like that commercial that you just heard. I created that commercial in 11 Labs and I dropped it in the show. Why? Because I still got to pay the bills. And here's the thing, it's a morning show. People love coffee. Doesn't that make sense? Coffeethatdoesmore.com. Doesn't that make sense? And the coffees are absolutely great. We're going to talk about, turning your experience into opportunities. We're going to talk about using AI without feeling afraid and overwhelmed. We're going to talk about building influence. And you really don't have to be an influencer, but building visibility. But here's the thing, you may become an influencer. Let me say that. You're not building for influencer status. However, when you start to create content like this and you're out there marketing yourself, you could become an influencer. That's just how that works. We're gonna talk about avoiding common mistakes that waste a lot of time. I had a conversation with someone about a week ago, and they told me they miss a lot of business and a lot of appointments and a lot of events because they never use their calendar. Let me tell you something. If it's not on that calendar that I walk around call a telephone, I'm gonna miss it. So if it's important to me, it's on that calendar. We're going to talk about how to leverage time. We're going to talk about tools that help you be more productive. You know, how to leverage some of these AI tools that's going to help you be more productive. I'm going to run down the tools that I use. I use a whole, I did an audit on all my subscriptions. It was insane. I had to go back and cancel some things because I was like, this is insane, Audrey. This is way too many subscriptions. But a lot of them was AI tools that I use. So I had to narrow it down to the tools that I use the most. I'm going to walk you through what those look like because I use them every day. ChatGPT, Leonardo, I use Suno, I use 11 Labs. As a matter of fact, the voice that you heard in the commercial, that was 11 Labs. The music that you heard in the commercial, that was from Suno. I put all that together in about 25 minutes. I'm going to talk about that. And that's important. On Fridays, I'm going to go deeper with video episodes to break down like some things visually so you can kind of see the frameworks. And sometimes I just might load a video training that I put together using Notebook LM. So now you can see it. I'm not playing around this year. I want to help people. I really do. I've done well and I'm grateful and I'm blessed. And I really want, as a president of a chamber, we look at a lot of economic development, right? We look at communities. We look at how to build communities, how to build strong communities, how to help small businesses grow. And we're living in some really weird times. Like the times right now are just, I have to not watch the news because I feel like I'm in like the Matrix. People have been saying it for a while, but I feel like I'm in the effing Matrix, right? So I feel like I'm charged with sharing what I know so we can build strong communities. But here's the thing. Other leaders may be listening to me and saying, I don't know how to help my community. Hopefully the Good Morning Gwinnett show will help you help your community. That's the hope. And if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, somebody thinking about starting a business, hopefully you can get something from this show that's going to help you follow the path that you want to go down. That's the hope, right? Because right now we need to be thinking about us. That's the bottom line. You need to be thinking about you and your family. I'm not saying disregard other folks, but you need to put on your blinders and say, okay, listen, this is what I want from my family. This is what I should be doing. I don't care who gives me the message. God sends us messengers. And sometimes we're so arrogant and so prideful, we miss the message because we don't like the messenger. Don't shoot the effing messenger. I'm just a messenger. You may say, I hate the sound of her voice. Or well, you may miss the message because of that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help somebody out right now. You may miss the message because you don't like the sound of my voice. You may miss the message because I sound like I'm black, which I am. You may miss the message because it's coming from a woman, which I am. You may miss the message because I sound like I'm from up north, which I am, but I'm not. So all of these things are making you miss the message. The message is, what do I need to be doing for me and my family so that we can have a happy, prosperous, and abundant life? That's the goal, isn't it? That should be the goal if that's not the goal. If that's not your goal, I can't help you. But if that is your goal, tune into the show, subscribe to the show, all right? All right, so listen, be sure to tune in tomorrow. I got a great show coming. We're going to talk about how to start leveraging what you already know to create content and to build a strong brand and to increase that dollar bill. All right, so listen, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to the show. Share it with 2 friends, not 1, but 2, because it's free. It is free. Somebody probably needs to hear what I had to say today, so please share it with them. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Thank you again for tuning in. Happy New Year. We're going to make it happen. I will talk to you tomorrow. Until next time, my friends. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett show produced by Audrey Bell-Kearney. Catch a new episode Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. If you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, make it a great day.